Hello everyone and welcome to the podcast Autistic Knits, an offshoot of the I'm Not Drunk, I'm Autistic podcast. I'm Nara Birch. I got a lot to talk about because it's been a few months. Again, you hear this every introduction probably, but like the life of autistic. I'm trying my best, man. Trying my best. But let's get straight into the knitwear because there's a lot to talk about. Let's start with what I am wearing first. Actually, there's more than just knitwear. I have started to delve into some other crafty goodness. So yeah, but what am I wearing? This is my Meet Me at the Firefly ballet crop. It is a pattern called the Summer Secret crop by Jessie Maed Designs. I've made this 3 times now, and I have cast on another one, but this is the first one from me. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna, hopefully I don't flash you. There's a little hole in my pants. But like, isn't it cute? I'm obsessed with it. I made it in Emma's Practically Perfect sock in the colorway Cosmos. And also, the little yellow is just some Knit Picks bear that was gifted to me by someone, a generous human on Ravelry, that they dyed themselves. I made some modifications. I think I shortened the body a little bit, which next time I will not do. I have a very short torso, but a large chest, so like, I think it shortened it a little bit, which is cool because sometimes it shows under boob, which such a fan of. That is so hot. I'm so down for it, but like it's still a little self-conscious because apparently my nipples offend children, so you got to make sure you toe that line in public. But I also decreased the top to less stitches because I really wanted it like right under my collarbone because I love my collarbone, and I was like, I wanted to hit it. The one issue is I don't like sensory-wise things coming up above here. So this is a lot to deal with sometimes. But it's cute enough that I can work with it. I got to wear it to a music festival, my first ever music festival, which if you want to hear about that, you can listen to my episode called You Ever Been to the Ledges, Bro? Available on like, I think all listening platforms, Spotify, iTunes, available now on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or whatever. I have no fucking clue. You'd think I would know that. And then the other thing I'm wearing are my earrings. Hopefully they're the right side out. I am now starting on an embroidery earring journey, sewing journey. These are the first 2 I've made. They are my prototypes. I have a couple other ones. These are going to start being available in my shop, which if you want to check that out, follow Hearth Fairy Fibers on Instagram, and then I'm hopefully going to get like a Shopify or something like that up soon as well. But I've just been like making little like fairy charm earrings. These are all in progress. Let me find my 2 finished ones. So this is the one that I just finished. I still have to turn it into an earring. I am still working on some of my techniques. They are not perfect. I am a novice, which is why nothing is up for sale yet, because I really want to perfect it. Not even perfect it, but at least get to a place where I'm more comfortable sending it out in the public, you know. So I have 2 done. These are going to be my next set of earrings. This is a little fairy charm that has my signature ingredients of pink peppercorn, lavender, and a little tree bark. It smells so good. And then this one, it's a little strawberry I embroidered. Isn't she darling? She's darling. She's a little tismberry because there's a little something off with her, but you know what? I love her anyways. And then I did a little backing as well to match the fairy charm. So these are so cute. And I have a bunch of those that I'm gonna be getting up and ready. Put those back in my little sewing pouch. Alright, on to finished objects. These are not all of the finished objects from when you saw me because there was a lot, but I have a few. Let's start with the one I'm most happy about. This is my muddling through, not most happy, that's a lie. There's a couple in this pile I'm really happy about, but like this is one that got me through a really difficult time, and I'm really happy to have the finished product. It's my muddling through hat by, the pattern is Sockhead Slouch Hat by McClure. Although I did change it up a little bit. I did 2x2 ribbing here, and then started with a stockinette, and then just like started doing 2x2 ribbing again, man, and then back to stockinette, and back to the fucking ribbing, and so on and so forth. Because it's just, we're just muddling through, man. We were just trying to get through a really shitty time, and I got through it, and now I have this nifty hat. The yarn is Miss Babs Putnam in the colorway Drum Circle, and I love it. It's mine. It's not often that I finish a hat that was meant for me that I keep, because I'm very fickle when it comes to both fabrics and just the way things look. So like, yeah, I love it. All right. Oh, 2 finished objects that I don't have with me, but I shall put pictures on the screen. Both were gifts from my friend Rain. I have the Voices in My Head, Love the Voices in Your Head hat. The pattern is the Bynx hat by Hayley Quinn of Autistic Knits, who has an absolutely fantastic podcast called the Prickly Stitches Podcast with Sock, and you should check it out. And I made it in Sheepyshire Bliss, MCNDK, in the colorway Pressed Flowers. I believe it was like, it was a version of their Pressed Flowers colorway, but not it was like a one-off skein, like they only had a couple. It might have been a mistake, or they didn't photograph it, or it just never, it was like a surprise skein, a little surprise skein, and I made it into the most beautiful hat for my most beautiful Rain, who is a treasure in my life and who I adore beyond belief. And then I also finished what I'm calling my emo fairy sock, because I have an emo fairy by the name of Caroline Hannah in my head, who just, she was having a few moments and she wanted to name the sock, and she got to. It's the Knox socks pattern. I forgot to write down who made the pattern. I think it has to do with the Knox. It has to do with Knox in it. I'll put the little thing up on the thing. And I did it in Cascade Heritage prints in the colorway Maed. And it was my first time doing an afterthought heel. The sock was a little too small on me, which is why it belongs with Rain now. I don't know if it was because I had like 56 stitches. I went down, I think, a little bit more than I normally do. I might want to keep it at 60 next time. I did it on 2.5 small circular needles, in case you were wondering. I'm a very tight knitter, so I tend to go up a needle size or 2. And then the afterthought heel, I knit inside out, and I didn't think about that while doing the afterthought heel, and I should have turned it the other way around, so I could have gotten that really crisp decrease line that I really wanted, and I didn't. So I just wasn't thrilled with it, and I was like, hey Rain, you want a free sock? And Rain was like, fuck yeah. So Rain is now gifted the sock. Yeah, sorry, looking at my timer, looking at my notes. Moving on, let's do the 2 more hats. They're nothing special, just plain hats. This is another, let's do this one first. This is another Sockhead Slouch hat in Regia Boho Musician, the colorway Musician. This is my Wookfoot hat. I'm kind of obsessed with it. If it wasn't so, it is a very rustic wool. It's very itchy to me. I'm a sensitive nugget, of course, a sensitive tistic nugget, but I could not wear it as a hat. But it's super cute. I love the colors. Like, it's very fall, very mushroomy. And I did a nice little 4-point decrease at the crown. I was like, I just really want a 4-point decrease for some reason. I was just really feeling it. So that's what I did. Modified the Sockhead Slouch pattern a little bit. That accent went haywire at the end. That's fine. But yeah, this is up for sale if you are interested. Again, it is a little itchy, so fair warning if you're sensitive. And then this is the hat. I just cast on 64 stitches on size 13 needles. I wanted to practice holding yarn together. So I had this, like, I don't know if you could see, but there's like this shinier green and then kind of a fuzzier green, like darker green. And I held them together. It worked really well, actually. It kind of created this nice hat. I forgot if I said the name of it is a double team hat, but just like a really slouchy hat that simple, easy. I accomplished a technique I've been wanting to try. This one is also going to be up for sale if anyone's interested. Yeah, and then the last finished object I believe I have for you, yes, looking at my notes, yes, is a test knit that I did for Hunter May of Mae.Crochets on Instagram. There's schmutz all over my shit. I'm so sorry. Ignore me. The ends also haven't been woven in because I'm a naughty little knitter. But like, yeah, isn't it super cute? It is not out yet. It will be out soon, hopefully. There was some issues discovered in testing that she wanted to rework before doing it, so there might be even a second test knit call for it, which I kind of want to participate in, but I have a lot of my own crafts I need to work on. I don't know if I can justify doing another timed knit right now, but either way, I have this, and it fits me really well. I was like thinking it was going to be a little too big, but it's cute. I really like the pattern. The straps are a little loose. They fall off, so I think I would knit them a little bit shorter. But yeah, I really, really like this, and I'm happy about it. And he do weave in the ends. I have just been wearing it like this, but you know, whatever. Yeah. Those are all my finished objects here. Shall we move on to works in progress, of which I also have a lot because I have an issue. I have a big issue. I have a little 420 left on the timer. Ha! Funny. Funny. Alright, and then I have to do the little clicky thing. And hopefully I won't hurt myself this time. I managed to hurt myself last time I did it, and I've been self-conscious about that. Okay, so this is a stalled work in progress. I have 2 stalled works in progress. Last time y'all saw this, it was literally just the cuff. Just the cuff of a sock. I have its mate right here. Isn't it gorgeous? This is the most beautiful thing I've ever made in the fucking world. Quite honestly, it's stunning. And I was really excited about this. And I started the heel flap, and I fucked it up. These are the color palette socks. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and I'm using a bunch of different mini skeins from a bunch of different dyers. So I'm back here, and I've lost my sock mojo a little bit, although I feel with the cold nip of fall in the air, I feel it coming back a little, you know? So hopefully I'll get motivated to pick these up again and just finish out these socks. Because, like, what a beautiful pair of socks that would be. Like, you're going to someone's house, right? You have to take off your shoes. My feet are gross because they're wook feet, basically, because I go around barefoot everywhere. And, like, I don't know. I just want a nice pair of socks. Like, I would make sure I take a shower and, like, they're clean and everything before I put on said pair of socks. But, like, it's fine. I just really want these. So maybe that'll motivate me to pick these beauties back up, because they will be a magnum opus. So those are stalled out, so those are just hanging out in this little bag here. And then I've made some progress on this since the last time you saw it, but now I'm stalled out again because I kind of not fucked up. I just don't know where I don't know where I am. I'm lost. Someone help. And I'm all tangled up. Ugh, classic Nara. Last time you saw it, I had it at this little nifty marker, but it is my Pressed Flowers shawl by Amy Christoffers. Gorgeous, absolutely stunning work of art. Actually, I get to move up my little marker. I've been waiting to do that. Like, I've been trying to motivate myself to do a podcast solely for the purpose of getting to move up my little stitch marker, progress keeper. The reason I'm stalled out is because I just have to think. Like, I just have to think for 2 seconds, and I know I'm going to figure it out. I just know it. However, I just haven't tried to do the brain space. But I don't know if I'm on a right side or a wrong side right now. And again, I just have to look and think for 2 seconds, and I'll figure it out. But, yeah. Oh my god, I forgot one of my things. It's over there. I'm going to go grab it when I do the timer thing. But yeah. Pressed Flowers shawl. Beautiful. Stunning. I'm so excited. I can't wait to finish it and have it, because it's gonna be delightful. I'm gonna be the prettiest fairy at the ball. Okay. And that is done in Apple Trees Knits Sock Love Gradient and Knit Picks Palette in the colorway black, and then the Sock Love is in the colorway Chakra. Alright, so I'm gonna take a little pause break. I'm gonna grab that was redundant. I'm gonna go grab my other project bag and I'll be right back. Alright, hi, I'm back. Okay, so up next is one that I haven't pulled out in a while, but I finished the sleeve on it. This is the Penguono by Stephen West. I got them old Cosmic Blues Again sweater, mama. Yeah, I finished the sleeve. I think that might be inside out. I don't know, I can't tell. Yeah, I finished the sleeve. Little I-cord bind off. It's cute. She's coming along. She's a little... We're just going with it. This is a slog. I want to be done. I just haven't had the motivation to work on it. Maybe it's just been too hot. So hopefully this coming fall is going to really inspire me, because it's snuggly and I really, really want the fucking finished object, man. Like, really hard. Alright. Up next we have... this one I just cast on this morning. It's just out of mystery yarn. I have a lot of old vintage yarn that I was gifted so very lovingly and by my cousin's grandma, and I really appreciate it. And it's just like this weird like white tape yarn that I'm gonna hold double with just a bunch of eyelash yarns in this like color palette. Aren't they pretty? I'm happy about it. Yeah, it's very much, I just made it up. I cast on some stitches. I have some size 10 needles, and we're just going with it. Having a good time, seeing what we create. You know, not expecting too much out of it. Living life. I also cast on this morning. I'm so excited for this. So excited. This is for the Hohi Locatelli knit along. And it is the Dragonflies hat. It's a DK weight hat. I'm using fingering weight. And I cast on a large, hoping to get around a medium maybe. I'm using this gorgeous yarn. It is Sheepyshire's Pixie sock in the colorway Huzzah! Which is one of my favorite things that I say. I say it quite a lot, and I love the colors. This minty green with all these like streaks and speckles of neon pinks and purples and blues and darker greens. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's sparkly. So that's what this is going to be. And it is in my Alice in Wonderland bag from Loch Knits. And I have a little fairy butt plug point protectors. I got them, I think from Knit Picks. Alright. I cast that on this morning too. Up next we have my fourth summer secret crop, which we are doing in this like blue-black gradient. Again, this is a pattern by Jessie Maed. This is more mystery acrylic yarn gifted to me. I'm trying to use a lot of it up if I can. But it's this mamma jamma. This big old boy. And, yeah, it's going to be just the same one as this. I don't think it's for me. I think it's going to, I'm trading it in exchange for a tattoo, hopefully. So, fingers crossed that works out. I'm really stoked. It's pretty. I should probably work on it a little bit today. I'm trying to do a good thing where I work on a lot of different things because I'm starting to learn sewing, as I showed you. Oh man, I should have grabbed the fabric for the acquisition portion. I bought fabric for curtains. Hopefully next time I film, I might have those done. I'm still trying to learn how to sew a straight seam. Practicing that before I like go into my curtains, you know. Because I don't want it to be curtains for the curtains. I have a few more. Two more works in progresses, and then a quick acquisitions, because I'm running out of space on my cards. I didn't do a good job searching that before I got, taking them out before I got here. Okay. Up next is this, which is, again, another little hat. I love a good hat. The special thing about this is that it's in llama, baby llama. I've never knit with baby llama, and it's in this most gorgeous purple color. They call it magenta, but I don't know if I'd call it magenta. But it's Elizabeth Lavoie Luscious Llama, and I got it on this fun little like multi-state yarn crawl I did, which I'll show off some of the things I got in acquisitions. Yeah, it's just going to be a ribbed hat. I'm going to use the decreases from the classic ribbed hat by Pearl Soho. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that. It's the softest thing in the fucking world. It's beautiful, and I'm happy with it. And then the final work in progress is one that you guys are going to be seeing a lot of. Like, this is going to be years worth of work, and I'm so excited. It's my Capturing Souls blanket. It is the Northeasterly blanket pattern by, didn't write down the name, just wrote down Capturing Souls blanket on my notes, because at that point I was like distracted by RuPaul's Drag Race. But it is, I'll put the full thing right here. That just looks like I'm showing off my tits to you guys. Aren't they nice though? Where was I? Oh yeah, the Capturing Souls blanket. Just a fingering weight blanket that has a bunch of leftover scraps. So this is the Maed yarn of the Cascade Heritage prints that I made Rain Sock in. This is Neon Peach by Madeline Tosh in Mad Tosh Light. And then this you might recognize from the thing I'm wearing. It's the Emma's Cosmos. And then we have we're just kind of doing random shit. I think I'm going to maybe put this one in next. Maybe just reach in. I have this, the Wook foot up, ready for it. I have this entire bucket full of mini skeins and scraps to put in. But yeah, I'm really excited with it. Really happy with it. And it's going to take a while, and I'm going to get to put a lot of people I meet into the blanket, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be such a good time. Alright, I have 7 minutes left. Shall we move on to acquisitions? Shall we? Okay, so for my yarn crawl, I got to go to a lot of really cool places, including like a multi-state yarn tour. So this I got from Peg's Knit and Spin in North Olmsted, Ohio. It is Huasco worsted. It is extra fine merino wool. Oh, it's so soft. It's so fucking soft. I'm so excited. And this gorgeous, like, fiery colorway. And it reminds me of fall. It reminds me of, like, bonfires in the fall. And I'm going to enter this. I'm making a beret by, I think it's called The Best Beret by James Watts. And again, here you go. The actual name of it, but like I think I'm gonna enter it in the Crazy Sock Ladies Make Along that she's sponsoring on her podcast or Instagram or some shit. She's a good podcaster. If you're into socks, you should check her out. But yeah, really excited about this. I also got from one of my favorite local yarn stores, River Color Studios. It was their little birthday party. They had a 20th birthday party. I also got this little dude. Isn't he cute? Little project bag. I did his Rico Rumi Spin Spun DK 100% cotton, and it looks like Spin Cycle to me, honestly. Like, and I can't afford Spin Cycle, not in the slightest. So I was really stoked when I found this, and I think I'm gonna make a framework bralette again by Jessie Maed out of this. Yeah, really pretty. And then also from Sheepyshire. This is, oh my goodness, I completely lied to you about what Rain's hat was made out of, because this is pressed flowers. This was the little pressed flowers. I'll put the correct things. Again, all of it will be done in the magic of editing. We'll take care of that. But yeah, this, I don't know what I intend to make with it. This isn't all of it. I had a little tangled skein mishap. It's fine, we're dealing with it. And then finally, the final acquisition I have to show you all are these mini skeins that I got from Knitpicky and Hooked in Monroe, Michigan, which is the multi-state part of the yarn tour. Beautiful. And then I also have this one that I already wound up and tried to make a little earring out of. It wasn't successful. But yeah, this is this craft or that. They're Faithful Fingering. This is Dappled Sunrise. And then we have same base in Koi Pond. We have Bradiculus Addy Mini in Beach Vibes. And then I don't remember if this was Faithful Fingering or Bradiculus, but I know it was called Terracotta Mint. And it's beautiful. And yeah, these are all for my Capturing Souls blanket, which I'm so stoked about. Yeah, I think that might be it, you guys. Successful podcast. I'm proud of myself for recording. Keep an eye out on both my Instagrams, Fuck You Up Fairy with underscores after each word, and Hearth Fairy Fibers, if you're interested in buying these gorgeous, one-of-a-kind earrings made from vintage, recycled materials. I got a few tapestries I've been cutting up. These are pants that my friend gave me his scraps of that I embroidered on. It's a good crafty time over here. We're having a good time with it. Check out my actual podcast for autistic information and whatnot. I'm not drunk, I'm autistic. I have an email, theautisticpinup@gmail.com. I offer trainings and articles and blog post writings if you want. If you want to read some of the things I've written, check out The Mighty. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I am going to be back sooner. I pinky promise. I need to be. This is fun. I like getting to talk for however long I talked into a camera about my craftiness. Because I don't feel self-conscious. I feel more self-conscious when there's a human involved. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye!